we need to select the type of action that we are going to create. So for this time, we are going to select flows. We're going to have another session where we'll be able to create an apex or prompt templates or to create multiple prompts. But for this hands-on, we are going to start creating an action with flows. And in the reference action, we will look for our action or our flow. If you see it automatically shows in this list. So the first one that we are going to create is the get course details, and we are going to select this one. In here you will be able to edit the action label, but I recommend you to let it like this by default, so it will easily to you to identify that what flow is related to this action. Then we are going to click on next. If you see, in here we have the input that are the variables that we set with the check on available for input. So this would let the assistant know that we need this input for getting the results of the flow, or that variable is required in the flow. So this input, we will need to be set the required input check. So this needs to be required, because if we don't have the name of the course, so the flow will fail and he will not be able to know what records to retrieve. Remember that we use this input in the filters conditions of the get element. So it's very important for us to tell the assistant that this is a required input. And for the output input, if you see, we have the course record. This variable has the record of the result of the get element. So for this one, we will say that we can show in the conversation with the client, because the client wants that information about the course. So for this type, we are going to select show in conversation. And if you see, we have agent action instructions. So I forgot to do something, because when you have a flow and the flow has a description, that description, it will take it automatically as an agent action instruction. So as a good practice, always remember, don't be like me, that I forgot to set the description of the flow. You need to always set a description to the flow, so the agent, because with that description, the agent will identify when to use that flow. So don't be like me. Always remember to add the description, and when you add a description to the flow, you will see it automatically populated in these agent action instructions. So that's why in here it's telling us this is required. So for this flow, I'm going to add provides details about a course that a user would like more information about. So that's the main purpose of that action, to provide details about the course. And this are the inputs. This loading takes, it's basically like what is going to show the assistant while is processing this action. So we can just add like loading course details. And great, now we can just click on finish. And as you see, our custom action was added to the assistant. So we can start asking him like questions related to the course details. But I'm going to check first the records that we have for that object. I already add some sample data, but I'm going to show you so you can see. I just add 3 records, but you can add like more if you want. So for example, we have the Salesforce AI specialist, and this one has teach AI driving automation, instant AI, and AgentForce implementation. If we go to admin, it has all the courses has the description. It's a very short one, so but the agent will be using this information of the course. So to tell the client like an overview, you can add more data if you want to test the agent better. But for example, I'm going to ask him about the Salesforce admin course. So I am going to go back to the agent tab, to my agent. And I'm going to ask him like, tell me more about Salesforce admin course. So we are going to test our topic and our actions and see if our assistant is understanding what we are telling him. So if you see we have an error, it said an error occurred when executing a flow interview. So we have an error in our flow. And sometimes, well, not sometimes, every time you get an error in your flow, you will receive an email. So if I go to my email, as you see, I will receive this error that I got from that flow. When in the panel, and it told me that an error occurred when executing a flow interview. And on my email, I received the error of the flow. So sometimes these things happens, and you know why we are getting this error? It's because, do you remember when we set the user for this assistant? So if that user, the profile that user, if doesn't have the permission to access to that custom objects, so when he tried to run the flow, he will not be able to use the get element because it doesn't have access to the object. So we are going to check that. I'm going to open in here a new one. And I am going to the users. I will go to the users. And if you see, we have in here Instant Service Agent user. This is the user that we are using for our assistant. And we are going to click on the profile. Okay, I'm going to edit. This is a standard profile, so I cannot directly set permissions to the objects. And in here we have the standard object permissions, and I think, okay, if you see the custom object permissions in this profile, they don't have access. So that's why we are receiving this error in while we are testing our agent, because he doesn't have access. So the flow, it's not executing well. That's why we are receiving that errors in our emails, and also the agent builder is telling us something is wrong with your flow. I don't know. So the thing is, because we don't have permissions. Well, the assistant doesn't have permissions to that object. That's why he cannot query a get to the object. So we have two options. We can create a custom profile, or we can create a permission set and add our agent to that permission set. So we're going to create a permission set because we need to grant access to our agent. And in here, I'm going to call it CRS support assistant. I'm going to save. And in here, I will type in here course, the first object. I will edit it. And I will check the available for the tab. And I will enable the read, create, edit, delete, and also view all records from the course object. And I will give access to edit and read for description and duration. He will have access to all of the fields for this time. And I will do the same, but for the session object. I will delete view all records. You can also, if you don't want the agent to delete some records, you can just disable this option. For this practice, I will just let it like this. Great. Now that we have our permission set, we are going to assign it to our user. And we will click on Add Assignment. And we will look for our Einstein agent user, that it's this one. We will select it, click on Next, and then Assign. So now we have assigned the permission set to our Einstein agent. So now he has access to the two custom objects that we create. We will go back to the agent builder, and I'm going to ask him the same question. Okay. Tell me more about Salesforce admin course. We will see if now we are getting the same error. Now it's working. So if you see in the first time that when we asked more information about the Salesforce admin course, we got an error in our flow, in the get course details. And that's because the agent didn't have access to the object